Hello, ladies and gentlemen. The time is 1:30 in the morning. The date is 15th of June 2013. As I previously mentioned, it must have been around this time in regards to the investigation in order to clear my name for psychological and sexual ways and sexual problems and other things that are so dangerous and this and that. Um, I don't know if the judges have been extending that in order to torture me more. There would not be any other reason but to torture you. Extension of this court. Judges were aware. As I said, the landlord that I have, Mr. Tony, comes up to me and say, "Oh, I'll make my decision within 6 months' time." I get paid to do this. I have to look after my own kind. This is a business. We make money. I'll have to make a decision, although I don't like. It's nothing personal. I don't know. They're playing a lot of mind games with you and every other things which I've mentioned time and time again. I have a court date on the 3rd of next month with MI5 terrorist group that has been doing these things to me. There could be a plan to find in a member of your family and fly them in the country in order to keep as hostages. Um, Keep them as a hostage in order for you to not to take them to the court. And then after that, we're looking at hundreds of and hundreds of people that go in to the jail. I will, as of this moment now, I will cut myself out totally from the people that were going to the church. As I said, some of them are very bad, some of them are okay, but some of them are very bad people, some of them are okay. As I've clearly said that before, is bad and good everywhere, but at the end of the day, they're part of the UK government. UK government is the one who is doing this to me. Torture in many different ways, messages you receive in different ways. They're probably trying to give you, they say you gotta work and do this job, have a job, do it yourself. They never say about the things that happened a couple of days ago, for instance. And the psychological way of torture that you cannot concentrate, and the damages that they have caused would be staying with you for a lifetime. And they insist of the UK government to not to take people who have made allegation about you to the court. I mean, we will torture you until not to do that, and we will kill you if you try to do that. We will bring your mother. We will bring your mother in this country. We'll rape her in front of a judge, for instance. We'll bury you in the middle of the street. That minister will do this to you. That officer will do that to you. This one do this to you. That one. There's a lot of other rubbish that you clearly hear, ladies and gentlemen. Some people tell you, for instance, you need to have a paperwork to go to the court, the judges, these judges, that judges have a search engine. There is a record of the money that has been paid out by the government of UK, and the record of that money that has been paid out, the people who have been involved in this. Some of the operation for my kidnapping are in the CCTV. CCTVs are available with the police. The police were also involved in those some of those kidnapping, which I have been assured that that they have the CCTVs available, and it would be going to the court. Those CCTVs are available. So I'm cutting myself out from everybody because everybody's job is to torture you. You are getting tortured under the most horrifying way. Horrifying, ladies and gentlemen. You cannot imagine the way you're getting tortured psychologically. I mean, you have a headache all the time, you have pain literally everywhere, you are dealing with a lot of opportunist and dirty people, disgusting people, very disgusting. Ladies and gentlemen, the level of how disgusting some of these people are is beyond explanation, and the level of how the money can change people is also beyond explanation. And the things that are saying to you, I mean, word by word of whoever say would be given to the judge, would be given at the court to everybody. there must be and it's torture till you leave the country. Like for instance, I think it was I was hearing two of my house members were talking by accident. I was hearing that they want him to leave the country, and why they don't just stop his benefit, and this government is rubbish to stop his benefit, let him hunger, he's either gonna die or leave the country, and a lot of other rubbish, to be quite honest with you, ladies and gentlemen. I received a phone call from the people who were in certain hospitals, like mental health hospital, that they send me my case, and they have no concern about me, and they don't see I have any psychological problem as well, which that one was a good news, which it may change now. I don't know. The situation you are going through is horrifying, horrifying. You are in a bad situation, in a terrible situation. You are in a horrifying situation, ladies and gentlemen. The promising of a lot of rubbish to you, which is never gonna happen. Rubbish after rubbish after rubbish after rubbish. Police and everybody else destroying evidence, wiping out evidence. Police comes after the incident I have, comes in my house and coming up with a lot of bullshit, just the same bullshit as before, but they would not there refer you to the mental health hospital anymore, knowing that you know about that money and every other thing. So I praise God, and God will help me, and I will stay away from everybody. As I previously mentioned, everybody is your enemy. Everybody is in your life for money. Everybody is your enemy. No matter what they wear, how they are your enemy. I mean, how can the judge watches this and do not stop this matter at once? How can there would be a court date? There would be a date at the court. There would be a judgment date. There would be a day that you go to the court and you be judged, and you will tell this and this money there, that money there, this happens there, this happens there, this conversation takes place there, there, there. What are you guys doing? What are you guys doing? I mean, provoking somebody in the street, hanging around with a gun behind him, trying to shoot him in the head, and all the other things, threatening his family, promising a lot of rubbish. As I said, all these things that you people want to give, go and give it to an English person. Go and give it to, I don't know, somebody in the street. I want what is belong to me. The money's been stolen from me, and the second court that I have to go to, and the court that I have to go and explain. If you haven't paid these people, UK government have not paid these people to make these allegations about me, why they don't want me to take them to the courts? I mean, this is something I do not understand. If you didn't, I know the girl who claimed to be raped was paid, and oh, the whole thing was fake around me. I've never had any idea such a thing was taking place. This was one of the reasons you were suffering so much. You don't know why these things are happening to you, but you know they're happening, but you don't know why. And the payment they receive, some of them leave the country, and many other things. The psychological and physical and sexual way of torture was so horrifying that it could take me years and years and years in order for me to be able to go back to work and live a normal life, which is pretty impossible, to be quite honest. The way you are under a horrifying way of torture, it is uh, unbelievable. Ladies and gentlemen, it really is unbelievable what you're going through, and they tell you a lot of bullshit about this and a lot of rubbish about this. The word by word of everything that comes out of anyone's mouth is rubbish. You are not tested here, ladies and gentlemen. You are not being tested. You are not going through trials. You are simply getting tortured. That's the full stop, the bottom line. When they steal that money and say you have a psychological problem, and they want you to leave the country every day, somebody tells you this, that means you are getting tortured. All this bullshit about this is a lot of rubbish. Everything else is a lot of rubbish. I am hanging on till the last breath I have, till the I am going to die at the end of this, regardless, 100%. I leave the country, something will happen to me or not. But the entire people have to come down with me. They all have to go to the jail. Is regardless, you commit crime in this level, your place is in jail. Simple as. And the fact that what I'm going through every day, it just adds more money for me and adds more people that are going to the jail. To be quite honest, there must not be one judge involved in this case that gets away with what they are doing. They're clearly breaking every single article that there are. Entire government bodies give you a runaround. Nobody gives you any information. Nobody gives you any information, ladies and gentlemen. No matter who you contact, all your letters sometimes goes and come back from MI5 themselves, and they pretend that you have sent it to those organizations and many other things. But the organizations are messing you around. This is just the standard. I hope that there would be a breakthrough. I hope that the real people will show themselves. I have hope and I have faith in God, ladies and gentlemen. So in case I win anything, is God that would be saving me. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen.